Joining me now from Torrance, California, owner of CDMG Marketing and founder of electionforum.com, Craig Huey. Craig, the California, everybody's focusing on Christmas right now, Christmas shopping, and winter is setting in and all that. But in California, you folks are focusing on a primary that's only 3 months away, and it's a jungle primary, of course. And your message is simply, in California and elsewhere, that there's ballot harvesting. Go ahead and weaponize ballot harvesting, not unlike what the Democrats did in 2018.
Yes, absolutely. Graham, this election is unlike other elections in that the socialists and the progressive, the Democrats, have trained in how to do ballot harvesting. It's legal in 28 states, illegal in 13. And with ballot harvesting, Republicans and conservatives and libertarians and Christians have a secret weapon to be able to transform this election. And that is to do church ballot harvesting. And that's what we're trying to work with the churches so that they can implement this, because the Democrats and the socialists, they can't duplicate it. And we could take over small seats in city council all the way up to Senate and governor races. It's transformational.
Just so folks know, ballot harvesting, effectively, to boil it down simply, it's assisting voters. It could easily be corrupt. You mentioned it's legal in 28 states, including California, but it's illegal, as you mentioned, in many other states because it can be corrupt. We don't know exactly what the Democrats did, how they corrupted it or not, but the bottom line is you got to play by their rules because they're setting the rules here. The Johnson Amendment. Now, this has been adhered to for decades, and the Trump administration effectively is saying, you know what, the Johnson Amendment may still exist, but we're not going to enforce it. So this then takes the load off of preachers, does it not, to get involved in the electoral process?
Absolutely, Graham. Churches have been afraid because they were afraid of losing their tax exemption. That fear is no longer. Trump has made it so that churches are free to have freedom of speech. Pastors can have freedom of speech. It's First Amendment rights. So the church can use a voter guide, can tell the people, bring your ballots, bring your vote by mail ballots, and we'll help you fill that ballot out, and you can give it to the pastor, and the pastor will bring it to the register of voters. So can you imagine a church with 500 people, or 1,000 people, or 5,000 people, or 20,000 people? The evangelical born-again Christians, they have, at least half of them are not registered to vote. And now those who are registered to vote, another half don't vote.
Right.
But this changes everything when it makes it so simple for the pastor with his authority to bring those ballots to the voter registration.
And the evangelical vote can be key here, right? It can be crucial because you're talking tens of millions of Americans. But in 2018, as you noted, only 26% of evangelicals voted. 26%, that means 74% did not vote. 60 million evangelicals in the United States, 14 million in California alone. So your message is pretty simple. To quote Animal House, that is, don't get mad, get even, right? In other words, use ballot harvesting, use it in the pulpit, which is a natural congregation place, a natural use of the First Amendment in a couple of different ways. Use ballot harvesting to affect the outcome in a positive way where you have pro-life candidates, for example, and pro-Constitution candidates.
Absolutely, because with the church, there's certain non-negotiables. Pro-life, to be able to protect the persecuted church, to defend Israel. Some of these are non-negotiables, and the fact is, Graham, 81% of evangelicals vote conservative. So here's the thing. If you had 5, 6, or 7 churches in any congressional district, even a Democrat district, you could change the election. Because you'll be able to get these low propensity voters out like never before.
And it should be pointed out, again, this is not just a California thing. So if you're in a state, you're not sure whether you have ballot harvesting legalized or not, check, find out, and get involved because it can affect the outcome of the 2020 election for sure. Craig, thank you. Good work.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.